EU4 has been out for almost 10 years now, since August 2013, and has changed dramatically since its release. One of the most consequential and important changes to EU4 is the addition of mission trees. Mission trees dramatically changed the landscape for EU4, providing a base level of flavor for many nations and allowing the dev team to add significantly more flavor with DLCs. The old mission tree system was phased out almost 5 years ago with the 1.25 patch and Rule Britannia. The old mission tree system included picking one of 3 missions and going through with it in a basic, non-country focused manner with time limits. From 2018 on, we had the new mission tree system. Mission trees certainly didn't come without debate and questions. For starters, they certainly can be OP and really dramatically change how a nation is played. They can allow you to gain personal unions, other important events, and even cannons with the new missions for certain nations. I just appreciate how mission trees liven the game, making it more interesting to play, or to consider new nations which you haven't thought of. And while it isn't the best reason, I do appreciate that it allows the devs to continually flesh out the games by adding new mission trees and other features for certain nations, encouraging the dev team to look at a nation like Ming and say we can add mission trees, custom events, and other personal features to it when we flesh it out in a new DLC. Mission trees also allow modders to make the game more interesting by molding the game to how they choose, or if they're working on a fantastical mod, making these custom nations more unique. It should be noted that in certain multiplayer scenarios, EU4 mission trees don't really work well and sometimes have to be replaced with mods that function better and are more balanced. And while I do partially feel like it is a partial ripoff of the EUIV focus trees, I don't mind the system and I think it actually really helps EU4. I certainly do think that some mission trees in the most recent DLCs, i.e. France, have gotten a little too expansive and crazy, especially with their fantastical events, with many not being realistic. That being said, the game is supposed to have fun, and if you don't want to play with that certain mission, you just don't have to pick it when playing it. I appreciate Paradox gives us the option to click the buttons, and sometimes when I play, I don't even play for mission trees. I just play for fun and ignore it, because that's how I'm used to playing old EU4, where we just had the mission selections. Overall, I just appreciate that Paradox added more flavor and more interesting things you can do to interact with the world and interact in EU4. Therefore, I'm happy that mission trees are part of the game, and it gives you something else to do while playing EU4. Sincerely, Wonder Productions.